What's up guys, it's Blackwing here with another deck profile. I actually got top 4 yesterday at the National Championship, so I don't know what's better than a Blackwing profile that got top 4 in Nationals. So let's jump straight into it. I'll play 3 Simons, Searches Whirlwind, amazing card. Then I play 3 Boras just for special summoning, he's good. I play 3 Ulsters, also just best card you can get from Simon. I'll play 3 Steam. A lot of people are only playing 1, but it's so good in 3. Really, you want to see this in every single opening hand with Simon, because if you open these 2, you can search with him or with the Whirlwind, him, and he summons back Steam, and you have so many plays. So really you need to play 3 of him, he's crazy good. 3 Harmadan. I think this is also pretty basic. A lot of people are only playing 2, but 3 because just Ulster and the Whirlwind can search for him and make a full armor, which is really hard for some decks to beat. So yeah, I think 3 is good. Then for the one-offs we play 1 Chris, 1 Gale, 1 Blizzard and 1 Orochi. I would maybe play a second Gale, but I don't know, I wouldn't drop a single card from the monsters because this deck already runs pretty low on monster count. And you of course also run Allure of Darkness, so you need Darks, and you run Simons, you need Blackwings. I would maybe play a second one, but yeah, I jumped over Chris. Really nothing to say about Chris, he's just there for another level 4 monster you can special summon. Then Blizzard, you can make nice combos with Blizzard, and you have a combo where you can go for Simon, Ulster and Blizzard, so you can basically search 3 times with rolling because you summon 3 times in a turn, normal summon. And then you have Orochi, which is just combo extender and nice when you don't have Steam, because you need level 1 so you can summon Link Karibo. Then I run the Phantom Knight engine, of course, that makes this deck a little bit more better, and bricks also a little bit more, which is of course sad, but you have to play them. Really, I think, yeah, I don't really know what to say about these. Yeah, they're good. You have to play them, kind of. Then we play only 2 Ash. This was last second to drop the 3rd Ash. I just think it clogs too much, and with this deck you have to start with your combo somehow. If you just try to prevent your opponent from playing, you're not gonna make any boards. So that's why only 2. 3 Whirlwinds, the engine of the deck, and actually you don't want to draw this so much, you only want to draw Simon that searches this. So yeah, times have changed, but it's still like kind of the engine of the decks that goes to the decks going, makes the decks going. So yeah, we need 3 of him. Then Allure of the Darkness, as I already said, you need to play 3 because you need to get the Simon as fast as possible. But yeah, so I think this was one time that I actually didn't have a dark, or actually I had to remove Simon because I only had 2 monsters. It was Simon and Bora the Spear, and I was thinking, okay, I'm not doing anything with Simon if I have to remove Bora, so I removed Simon. So yeah, you have to play 3, but be aware you have to think about what you tend to banish. Then 3 Desires, I was only playing 2, but then one of my friends said that maybe you should run a 3rd, and it actually worked out great. So yeah, I'm running everything, almost all my monsters are a 3 of, and that's the reason, because I play 3 Desires, and it really makes you, that 1 card difference can make all the difference in the world. And the Phantom Knight engine also, if you banish one of the cards, it doesn't matter that much, one of the monsters, of course, I'm talking about. Then we play 3 of this guy because hand traps really kills the deck. DD Crow is really good against this deck. If they use it on Steam, you're kind of in a bad position. 1 Monster Reborn for combos, good. 1 Upstart Goldwing, want to get the Simon as fast as possible. And then the traps, of course, these guys that you search, they're good. Nothing more to say about those. Then for the extra deck we run Link Karibo. He's just there for pretty much Rusty. Dewey, which is pretty much the same. Usually go for a Blackwing and Steam to make him. The Steam token makes Link Karibo, and then these two guys make Krusty. And then you can special summon Boots, you can tribute Boots for Steam, and then you have a Blackwing on the field, and you can start combo again. Then you have one Evils, one Nightmare. It's also really good against Salmon Great, whatever. One Sohaya, I didn't special summon this a single time. It's kind of just there when you need to go for level 5. Nothing. I actually won my top 8 game with this. It was 30 seconds time left. We both shuffled our decks, had just decided it passed the decks, and then I was just like, okay, May phase 1, now I have to make Simon, and time got called as I went to May phase 1 pretty much. So I was just looking at my hand, can I make nothing and burn for my victory to top 4. I had Gale, Harmadan, and Orochi. So I normal summoned Gale, special summoned Orochi, special summoned Harmadan, activated Harmadan's effect to make him to level 3. So I added Oroshi's levels to Harmadan, and then Gale and Harmadan make him. So yeah. Then we play one Sohaya. I also think this is really good. You just get popping cards, and this and a token goes to Borrowload Savage Dragon on 8, so that's always nice because he's a tuner, or he becomes a tuner when you use a Blackwing, and when would you not use a Blackwing to summon him? So he's very much a tuner. Then we have one Black Rose Dragon. This is just to blow up the field. Good card, enough said. Nothing, I mean Haltic Joe. Good card, also goes for combos and special summons your full armor back if it goes to the graveyard. It's good. One Omega, you play 3 Desires, so when stuff gets banished face down, this card can still get them back to the graveyard, so you can get Steam, Boots, whatever to the graveyard back and use them again. So I think it's a good card. It's nice, but you can only special summon him when you don't go activate Simon because he's a light, so that's a shame. But yeah, and we have one Beazle just against rogue matchups and whatnot. So true Dracos have a hard time getting over this if they don't tribute it. So yeah, one Borrowload Savage Dragon just for the basic combo field, so you don't get evenly matched. Good card, enough said. Two full armor, the boss monster, really good. Enough said, won me so many games, just Snatch Steal, Raigeki, unaffected by everything. Nice. Then my side deck, okay, so I was expecting a lot of Salmon Great and True Draco, and I played against a lot of Salmon Greats, so that was the idea behind my side deck. I know that there was not gonna be a lot of Sky Striker or what's the Thunder Dragon deck. So this was mainly against True Draco, just because that deck, if it starts to go, you just lose pretty much. You just have to stop them right off the bat. Then I had one Effect Whaler for Salmon Great, which was nice, and whatever else. Then we have one Ash for when we go second. Then we have two of this guy, his next level Cyber Dragon, pretty much sided in every time I went second as well. And the thing with the deck that is really nice is that when you go second, you can just take off the PK engine. That's 5 cards, so you can easily side in 5 cards and start to think about what to side out next. Then I have 2 Twin Twisters, second Floodgates and whatever. I was really scared that 2 was not enough, but it was enough, and I'm happy about that. 2 Red Reboots, because Solemn cards really kills the deck if they just open with Solemn, so that's one thing that I was scared of. And the Artifact Trap that spares on Sky and locks me from my extra deck. So I had Ash and these for that. Yeah. Then 2 evenly matched. I also sided these in pretty much almost every time I went second, and I also almost drew these every time I went second, so I was really lucky in that. But yeah. And 2, this was the last card that I sided, actually decided to side one day before the event, and it was so good against Salmon Great. This card is the nuts, because if you open with a board and you can just with a really good board and then activate this, it's 99% GG they can't really do anything. I always drew like 3 cards from their hand at least, and they play a lot of hand traps, so it was just whoa. And I also had games that I shouldn't have won that I kind of bricked, had to make like this or whatever, and they couldn't play any hand traps or anything. And when they went to for their kind of place, I just activated this, took 3 cards from their hand, and they couldn't draw for it 3 turns. They like drew only monsters. A really good card. And I played against a lot of Salamangreat, or I lost top 4 against Orcust, which was a shame, but he won the national championship, so congrats to him. And yeah, what else did I play against? Orcust, a lot of Salamangreats, and then some Pendulum decks, and actually Necros that summoned the guy who has 2500 attack, that's like a next level Vanitas Fiend. Yeah, so my only losses were against Salamangreat and one Orcus. One Orcus and one Orcus and 2 Salamangreats actually. But everything else I won. So yeah, that's the deck profile. I don't know, have fun and try to play it, I guess, if you want to. And I hope I try to make more videos, but I think the format or the game is kind of always when it's not national championship format, so I don't know, we have to see. But yeah, thanks for watching, and yeah, I'm out.